Amsterdam houses are very high and narrow. Therefore, you always have to go up a lot of stairs. At this moment, I don't want to be photographed myself, but only want to show my pictures. I photographed a bit all over the world. Of course, in Russia and in China, also in Nicaragua and in North Africa. Well, I like traveling. So I went all over Europe and took pictures of people, and not of the people themselves. I went to their houses and they always asked me, where do you want me? And I said, I don't want you, I want your pictures. Well, it's a real world, of course, all these photographs. It's a dream world. This is how it all started. I had an assignment to do a project in Paris about migrant people. And I said, well, why don't I go to these people in their homes? And then I decided to ask these people to show me their photographs of their homelands. And I put them in the surrounding where they live now in Paris, you know. So you see the difference. And it says a lot about homesickness. In Eastern Europe is so different from the pictures in Western Europe. Look, this is made in Sofia, this picture, and this very fading sort of colors, and then this very bright synthetic colors of this picture that I made in Rome. You can also see the difference in expression. Of course, this guy is much younger, but you see the spoiledness in his face, and this is somebody who is suffering. I think you can see that. These people left everything they had in this house, a pile of old photographs, and this is two of a series that this Jewish guy made of himself. And he was just being funny and pulling faces, but of course, because you know what happened to all these people, it gives this picture, of course, another dimension, because all these people have been murdered during the World War. A picture in Tirana in Albania, also in Eastern Europe, one of the poorest countries in the world. But in the houses you find this extremely kitschy art, you know. This is a three-dimensional sort of piece of art this is iron, which comes a bit up, and I put this picture of a bride and her mother in this surrounding, and I think it's perfect there because it's such an illusion, this whole story about marriage. I took this picture in Budapest in the house of a sculptor, and this is his sculpture. And one of the people, I think the one in the middle, is his great-grandfather. Apparently had a party with a samovar and made themselves tea and put on these Siberian hats. So yeah, it looks in this picture as if they had the time of their life, but in the same time they were prisoners of war in Siberia. The colors in Russia do something else with your eyes. When I saw this, I thought I want to take these colors, and that's why I started taking pictures in color. It's a very happy picture of some beautiful young girls. And the picture is of their mother and her two sisters. One committed suicide and the other is being divorced and unhappy. And so, well, it says something about human life. It is not primarily my intention to show the history of Europe, but of course, it is in there because photographs have been existing for 100 years. And you see a lot of the history of Europe, but in a subtle way in these family photos. What I think this project shows is that the impact that things that happen in the world have in private families and for private people. ideas about things in life, about cliches like love or death or whatever. These pictures are not easy, but if you look well, there's a lot they say.